What is up, guys? And today we will be reviewing the Storm Nova bowling ball. I do have a few shots under my belt with this ball. It is definitely one of my favorite balls in my arsenal. This ball definitely works well on the heavy oil, heavy to medium. Just depends on what kind of conditions you're bowling on. This ball is an asymmetrical hybrid reactive. Has the R2X cover that Storm makes. It is an asymmetrical ball with 3000 grit, sanded. Has an ignition core, and the scent, well, it's cherry apple slush. We're gonna get a few shots going with this, and let's get to it. All right, so we're gonna get our first shot going with this one. I haven't thrown any shots yet. I have thrown a couple shots with this ball. Let's see how it turns out. All right, nice first shot. Nice first shot. Okay. All right, so for this shot, I'm going to move over 3 boards. This is usually where I'm throwing my shots when I'm bowling in league. This is usually where I start from, so let's see how this turns out. All right, so that one wasn't too bad. It didn't carry as much as I thought it would, but that's all right. Okay, so now we're going to move back a board right. So now I'm standing on just about 22. All right, let's see how this turns out. Okay, that one hit a little bit better. I still like the first shot a lot better, so I might move another board back right. But that was still a decent shot. While using this ball into transition, the ball probably won't work as good, which is why this is more of a heavy oiled ball. So if you're bowling with this ball in leagues and stuff, it probably won't work as well towards the second and third game. It just really depends on the type of bowler you are and what kind of shots you're throwing. All right. So right now I'm gonna stay at 22, and let's see how this works again. All right, so I missed my mark a little bit. I missed it right. I threw it over the first arrow. This ball is very aggressive in the back end, but you always have to hit your spots in order for it to move and react the way that you want it to, which is why you saw the ball kind of just slide down the lane right there. But yeah, of course, just throw it over the mark that you want to throw it to, and it's going to hit every single time. All right, so now I'm going to move a little bit to 25, kind of just show you guys how it works on the transition. All right, we're going to throw this shot right here. Maybe you guys could see kind of how aggressive this ball can actually be. You see how now that ball kind of kicked out the 10 pin? That was probably a better shot. Okay. All right, so now we're going to show you a little bit from this angle. You'll be able to see kind of more straight up, kind of see where I'm playing, see how that ball reacts a little bit better. All right, I'm going to stay here at 25 like I've been throwing. All right, let's see how this goes. That was definitely the best shot I've thrown so far with that ball. All right, so now that you kind of saw that ball from 25, I'm going to go back to about 23 right now. I'm going to throw the shot from there, and we'll see how it kind of reacts. All right. The last shot wasn't too great. It kind of moved a little bit too much for my liking. So. This ball, you kind of just have to keep playing with it to kind of see what you like and what works. This is a house shot. I believe it's been beat up for a couple hours, so it's not really that fresh. But if you're bowling with this ball in league, it will be a fresh house shot, I would hope. Or if you're bowling this in tournaments, it would definitely be a great ball to bring to a tournament. There are some other options out there if you want to get a heavy oiled ball. There's urethane balls, there's the gem. There's a few other balls that you can use, but this is definitely one of those that I like to use and definitely use a lot in league, just specifically because of the way that the ball reacts and kind of just how aggressive it is on the back end for a bowler that doesn't really have a lot of revs. All right, so this will be the final shot with this ball. I do want to say that this is a ball that you have to wipe down almost every shot. It's very similar to like a urethane or something like that. Although with the hybrid cover stock, it's definitely better if you do wipe this ball off. It does track a little bit of oil. You definitely want to preserve that scent because the scent is absolutely amazing. All right, so I'm going to throw from 23 again. I'm going to go out to the second arrow. We're going to do the same thing we've been doing, just so you guys can see this ball one more time. Beautiful shot. Ball just keeps getting better and better and better as you kind of adjust to the lanes. But as these lanes kind of start to break down, like if I were to be throwing a second or a third game, that ball probably would be going back in my bag. It just depends on how the lanes are and how the ball's kind of reacting to the lane. Right now it's working for me, but as kind of the lane gets drier and beat up, I'm one person bowling on this lane right now, so 1, 2, 3, maybe even 6. We're bowling in a 6-person league, 8 people, 8-person league. This ball will probably be in your bag by maybe the 7th or 8th frame in the first game, or even maybe a little bit later, maybe a little bit earlier. Who knows? It's just a matter of what your preference is and how you want to use that ball. All right, so here are my final thoughts on the Nova. It is definitely a very good ball. There's a reason why I chose it over the Gem when I was doing the Storm Exchange program. The scent was definitely one of the selling choices. This 3000 grit ball with the asymmetrical core is definitely a very great ball. It's a good ball if you want to use it at the beginning of the game. If you are using it on heavy oil, it is a very good ball. The ignition core is amazing. I'm sorry I don't have another ball to compare it to. I would have compared it to something like the Gem, but I hope you guys kind of got the idea of how great this ball is and how you can use it in your own lanes, in your own leagues or tournaments. Thank you guys.